Hey, hello, how do you do? Shady Durags here. There we go. Camera's up. Hey, all you peoples. I was just doing absolutely positively nothing. I decided I go chat with some people, have a stream. So I got my glorious unshaven face all ready for you guys. And yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming. This was a spontaneous thing. I did not have plans to stream today. The video that was supposed to come out today is not done yet. I've already recorded it. I've already got the footage for it. I got to edit it together. So it's probably not going to be out till till next week. So people are already in chat. Just a reminder, super chats are up. If you want to say something to me and you absolutely want me to see it, you can do that. Or if you just want to support the channel, you can do that. And there's also other ways to support the channel and links in the description. Anyway, my boy Shady, what is your most hated BoJack character? I think I've made that pretty clear that I really don't like Diane Nguyen. I had to rewatch all of season 5 recently for a video that's coming out, and I was trying to make myself like just objectively listen to all the stuff that was being said, and it was just like every time Diane is on the screen, and it annoys me, but it's like I have to acknowledge when she's saying something that's objectively fair, that's objectively correct. But yeah, I think think about like Diane is probably the only character I dislike in BoJack Horseman. I can't think of another character who I dislike. Like even the characters that are meant to be villains in that show, I pretty much like them. Welcome, Hopeless Peaches. Welcome to the stream. This is a lazy Sunday stream. Just chatting about stuff in the chat. I've been watching a lot of. I've been watching not a lot of, but I've been watching Agretzko. Is that how you say it? Agretzko. I've been watching Agretzko lately because everybody's been wanting me to talk about that on the channel, and I find that show pretty interesting. Like I haven't gotten too far in it, but it's very similar to Tuca and Birdie in some regards, and yet I still like really enjoy it. Like Tuca and Birdie, I thought was objectively good, but I didn't enjoy it. Agretzko, I am enjoying like a lot, and I'm kind of scared to. Every time I finish an episode, I'm kind of scared to play the next one because I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm like, oh, I think something's gonna happen in the next episode that I'm not gonna like. Yeah, Diane gets under a lot of people's skin. I mean, that's what boosted my channel was the fact that Diane got under a lot of people's skin, but not a lot of people were talking about it. And that's I just made a video that kind of put out what people were already thinking about her. Oh yeah, I've seen both seasons of that. I'm not a fan of that kind of anime, but I like it. Like I saw it before everybody was advertising it to me. Everybody's telling me they wanted me to review it. I saw it and I was like, I thought it was just some kind of kids anime show. But then people were like, "Hey, you should review Agretzko," and I was like, "What in the world is Agretzko?" And I looked it up. And I was like, "Oh, that's an adult animation. I didn't know that." I've been watching a bit of anime lately, catching up on Trigun, Cowboy Bebop, yeah, old school stuff. I fell out of anime a while ago. Trigun was a really good one. Trigun was Man of Steel done correctly. You have this overpowered protagonist who all he wants is to protect everyone around him. He has an overpowered antagonist, and he just wants to kill everyone around him. And the protagonist has to deal with the fact that he is going to have to kill someone if he wants to truly protect everyone. Like that, it was Man of Steel done correctly. Hey Shady, you do a lot of reviews on different shows, but what TV show is your all-time favorite? Avatar: The Last Airbender. There is no question of that. Avatar: The Last Airbender. I tend to lean towards. Here's the thing. I know I have the reputation for adult animation. I've said this before in other streams. I'm actually not attracted to adult animations personally. I review it for the channel because it's just what the channel has become in that regards. You know, if you go back far enough, you'll see where I only reviewed children's cartoons. But I'm more attracted to like the Saturday morning cartoons, particularly superhero related stuff. That's why Miraculous is still going on the channel. Miraculous was a series I started from back before my channel blew up, and I still enjoy doing those types of videos. So even though very few people watch it, I still do those videos. Right now, like the show I'm enjoying most watching is Troll Hunters, which is a standard Saturday morning cartoon. It's sad because Diane was once a good character, and her leftist beliefs should be called into question as much as people's old school ones. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter which side politically you lean. I think all beliefs should be called into question. But I don't. Diane is still a good character as much as the other ones. You know, I've often said my issues with season 5, but season 5 didn't just affect Diane's character; it affected everyone. So I would say she's still just as good a character as everyone else's. It was always personal stuff that most people had problems with. They always didn't like her character. It wasn't that they didn't respect. Some people do think she's a bad character. Not everyone, but some people do. But I think most people who dislike Diane just didn't like what she was doing personally. Diane has become the Brian Griffin of the show. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Although I can certainly see the argument for it. Trigun will make you a more peaceful person. I mean, it's constantly asking towards peace. Asking for peace, excuse me. You have been growing so fast. Well done, man. Actually, I've been growing pretty slow. For starters, when I first started, like I was growing insanely slow. Like I was still growing. You know, some people just don't grow at all. I was still growing, but it was, I want to say, 2 years before I got my first 100 subscribers. And if you've ever seen that video Just a Robot did on starting a YouTube channel, you know, if you go a year without 100, you're not really doing well. You could still make it, but you're not really doing well if you go a year with less than 1,000 subscribers. Hey dude, you should just do what you like to do. Like, for instance, my channel has been booming bigger despite my making videos that don't fall under my usual. Well, the thing is, there are a lot of things I like doing. If I try to do them all, it's not very good for the channel because my channel is not going to gravitate towards anything. People come to my channel for specific things. For example, some people came to this channel specifically for the In a Nutshell videos, which I don't do a lot of. I want to do a lot of them. I really want to do a lot of In a Nutshell videos. I enjoy the comedy aspect of the In a Nutshell videos, but I also want to do analysis. I also want to do reviews. I want to do a lot of stuff. So I have to balance out what I like doing with what the audience wants to see. And I'm mostly known for adult animation analysis. So I have to mostly do adult animation analysis. Now, I don't want to become like Cartoon Network and only show you guys what is effectively the Teen Titans Go of my channel and only give you guys like BoJack Horseman analysis. So I do try to mix things up. I try to throw in some comedy. I try to throw in some other shows, etc., so you guys don't get bored. But at the same time, I can't just neglect what's effectively my bread and butter, because that's one way you lose your audience. You can lose your audience by either only pandering to them, only giving them what they want, because then your channel's going to become stagnant. Or you can lose them by saying, I'm going to just not be consistent at all. In which case, the people who came to your channel for specific stuff are going to grow bored with it. Like, even if they don't unsubscribe, they're not going to watch your stuff. And that's actually something, a trap I've fallen into lately. I haven't done a BoJack Horseman analysis in a while, and I just realized that. So one is in the works for all of you waiting for a BoJack Horseman analysis. Thoughts on reviewers like Your Movie Sucks. I like Your Movie Sucks. I don't always agree with his opinions. I think of Your Movie Sucks and like I hate everything in the same category. Like, they have this mundane tone to them that makes it sound like they're just average people, and a lot of people are attracted to that. But I think for Your Movie Sucks, there's a saying, you know, music isn't for musicians. It means the more you know about an art, the more disappointed you become in the mainstream of that art. because the masses don't always care about good art for say per se. And I think he kind of falls into that category when it comes to movies. What was that noise? Something just made a noise. Oh, let me get off Discord. I'm still on Discord, and some people entered the call. Hold up. Hey, sup? I'm streaming, and I forgot I was on Discord, so I'm gonna leave now. Yeah, I'm live right now.
Okay.
Oh, that scared me. Somebody in my ear. I don't have the desktop. Oh, I do have the desktop audio on. Okay, you guys heard him. But yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I think Your Movie Sucks falls into that category where he knows so much about movies and telling stories that a lot of things that are popular he tends to dislike. And I would say I sometimes fall into that category too because I care so much about storytelling elements that a lot of times things that people enjoy other for storytelling reasons I can't enjoy myself, like season 5 of BoJack Horseman. I say there's a lot of storytelling things that's wrong with it, but people say, well, it personally they've been through those situations and it works like that. And I'm like, okay, but if you're telling a story, you should be putting the story first, et cetera, et cetera. Nah, man, you're growing pretty decently. Be proud, my man. I mean, I'm proud of my channel. I worked hard for my channel. I'm almost at 15K. I'm just stating a fact. Like, relatively speaking, I'm not really growing fast per se. Fast growing channels. There is a channel. Let me look him up right quick because I just saw him and I kind of want to promote his channel because he's doing really well right now. I'm sure if I just go to YouTube will recommend it for me. Yes, I know I'm streaming YouTube. You don't have to tell me. Did I not subscribe to his channel? Because he's not coming up in my subscribers. I guess I didn't. That's sad. Shut up, phone! FedEx calling me again, telling me that my shipping order is not gonna come through. They need to change it. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can remember the name of his channel. Okay, I think that's it. No, that's freaking Ponder Sprocket. I can't remember the name of this guy's channel. I'm so mad because I wanted to promote his channel the first time I saw. He doesn't need my promotion, but I still wanted to promote his channel when I saw it because a lot of people ask me, what's a good BoJack Horseman channel that's not yours? You seem to be the only one. And for a while, I was the only major, quote unquote major BoJack Horseman channel. But this guy just did a really good video. Wave check. You guys keep saying wave check. I don't wear my do-rag all the time. I used to wear my do-rag all the time, and I probably would if I would I? I mean, I'm allowed to wear my do-rag at work, but I still choose not to. I don't know. There it is. Savage Books. That's his name. Savage Books. If you guys want another good BoJack Horseman channel, check him out here. I'll put it. I don't know if I'm allowed to put links in my own chat. I'll try. Yeah, okay. Savage Books. Really good channel. He does BoJack Horseman as well as other content. His channel recently blew up. Now you want to talk about a channel that rose fast. When I saw his channel, he was at what, 10,000 subscribers, and I was like, this guy does really good videos, better than mine in my opinion. He does really good videos. And he's only got 10K subs. I want to boost his channel. I came back a week later. He had 20K subs. I was like, oh, jeez. Like he makes he's currently got 26K subs. He makes about 100,000 views a day. Like, and he deserves it. He deserves it. I'm insanely jealous of him, but he deserves it. Like, his videos are really good. I've seen his one on Mr. Peanut Butter, and I've seen his one on Naruto. I'm hesitant to watch his other ones because I've had similar ideas, and I don't want to steal like his thoughts on them. But yeah, He has really good videos, and anybody who's looking for more BoJack Horseman content, that's a good channel to check out. Do you have a Discord server? I've been considering starting one, just so I can communicate with you guys more. I've been considering starting a Discord server or a Reddit, a subreddit. Um, Somebody was trying to get in contact with me on Twitter. They wanted to send me a DM, and I'm like, DMs on my Twitter, I usually either for my friends or for people with business propositions. But I understand people want to have long conversations, and you can't really do that in a YouTube comment and nor on Twitter. I'm like, this would be a really good time if I had a subreddit, but I don't want to make a subreddit and then it just dies. Same with a Discord server. And I'm not really big enough where I could like make moderators and stuff. So I was gonna let the channel grow a bit more before I started actually getting into that. But if enough people would like support it, then yeah, I would do like a Discord server or a subreddit. Yeah, I make sure when I start streaming, I turn everything off that I don't need. But I could. This was impromptu, so I completely forgot that Discord was up. I use Discord for D&D mainly. Yeah, I am subscribed to the channel. Why couldn't I find him in my subscribers? Probably because I didn't look hard enough. I thought he'd be at the top, so I didn't scroll down. Hmm. I would also have to consider like the purpose of the server. It's like, would I allow people to just have free conversations, or would I be like, you have to talk about this, or you're getting kicked out, or blah blah blah. I don't know. It's probably just one of those ideas that's better to just do, and if it fails, just get rid of it. Because like, there's no cost to a Discord server. If it goes wrong, then yeah, I can just not. I can just delete it. Like there's no loss, no gain from doing it. Sup HDJKSA52. Welcome to the stream. This is just a impromptu Sunday stream. Wasn't really doing anything, so I thought I'd stream. Couple of vids in the work. I got a couple of scripts that are. Now I got one script I've done. I've already recorded it, and one script I was like halfway through. Pretty soon you'll probably be getting another BoJack video. The Big Mouth video's coming up. I'm trying to get the final Disenchantment video done, but my words won't come out like I want them to. It's such a different video. Like, it's not just a review of Disenchantment. Oh, I thought I was recording for a second. I was like, no. Promoting his channel. You can find trusted viewers to be mods, which would work so nothing goes wrong, or people will most inappropriate stuff in the server will be bad. I mean, I don't know if my channel is big enough to where I could say I have trusted viewers. I would love for you to rip into Big Mouth. See, that's the real interesting thing that's gonna come with Big Mouth. Some people want me to rip into it. Some people want me to just suffer from watching for it, and there are other people who legit want me to analyze it. Like, Just a Robot gave me a shout out in one of his videos the other day where he was like, he wanted me to analyze it, and I was like, I mean, how can I say no to that? I mean, I was already gonna do it anyway. I'm just kind of upset that it's taking me so long to do it. Like, I said I was gonna do it way back in what, February, March, I think it was, and it's July right now. You know, and I've already done an F is for Family, and I've already done Tuca and Birdie. It feels like I want to give the people what they asked for. I'm trying to get my friend into BoJack Horseman, but the animal characters are yeah, the art style, unless you're just into that kind of art style, turns a lot of people off when it comes to BoJack Horseman. Shady, I'm a trusted sub. You hurting my feelings. This is a channel about BoJack Horseman. Like, hurting feelings is par for the course. Yeah, I'm very left brain, so I say facts before I think about feelings. I was thinking about making a video about Zima Blue, because that was I already did a video about Love, Death, and Robots, but Zima Blue like had a lot going into it that I think needs a bit more discussion. You, Diane Cole. See, that's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, I probably should relate most to Diane than any other character. In a lot of ways, I am a lot like her. I am very moralistic. I am very, like I said, I put facts over feelings. But I don't at all feel like her. I don't feel like Diane is a good representation of myself. She was back in season 1, again, which I've said several times. She was a very different character back in season 1. But I think that's mainly because Diane runs away from her problems. And she started doing that in season 2. And me, when I have personal problems that I don't want to deal with, that's when I know I should deal with them. And not every time, but a lot of times I force myself to deal with those problems because I know that's the only way I'm gonna be able to handle them. That I'd say that's the main difference between me and Diane. I sense hypocrisy. I see that irony. Hello, Starshine. Just doing a lazy stream, talking to you guys while I surf the web. I like to think of myself as Todd. Yeah, I'm nothing like Todd. I mean, I try to be an entrepreneur. If I can get this YouTube channel going, I'm going to be doing a lot of entrepreneurship stuff. But other than that, I'm nothing like Todd. Do you think BoJack is going to be clean and sober? Chemical dependency has been a part of his character that we love. I'm going to be talking about that in the next BoJack Horseman video. If BoJack does successfully sober up, he's going to have another problem he has to deal with. The reason he drank in the first place was because he was trying to escape something. And so if he successfully gets rid of the drinking and the chemical addiction and whatnot, he's going to have to actually deal with those problems. People tell me I'm BoJack, but I like to think of myself as a Mr. Peanut Butter. But people tell you you're BoJack? Wow. I don't think I relate to Mr. Peanut Butter's goals, though I don't think anybody would call me Mr. Peanut Butter. I mean, I've said over and over, I don't really truly relate to any of the characters in BoJack Horseman, any of the main characters. Did you know aloha means hello and goodbye? Yes, Rocket Power taught me that. I know someone who talks just like Mr. Peanut Butter. It's so crazy. Oh, my stream was up on my internet this whole time. I didn't even try to do that. Where's my tablet? Oh, it's probably in here. Where's the freaking zipper? There it is. Rocket Power was such a good show. A lot of reviewers don't agree with you. Like I loved Rocket Power. It was everything about the extreme '90s that we loved in compact in a show. But a lot of people look back on it like it wasn't a really good thing. I've seen negative comments from it from uh, Mr. Enter. Um, what's that guy's name? The guy in the tsunami spaceship. I can't remember his name. I've seen it from him. Why doesn't this pencil work? There's lead in it. I have a degree in computers, you guys. Alright, I'm sick and tired of this. I want to be center. Oh my goodness! I tried to tighten the thing and I tightened the camera with it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's moments where it felt cringy. I researched it recently as an adult and see why people would dislike it, but I still love it regardless. Yeah, it's certainly a product of its times. Like I said, it was all the extreme about the 90s. Everything had to be extreme, dude. If she doesn't know what a shubi is, she's too young for you. Alright, so here's something I've wanted to do. I'm going to do it now. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. Why is it? Go away. Okie dokie. Let's create a sheet. So I've always wanted to try to make a BoJack Horseman character in D&D. Let's see if we can do that. Just like give you guys something to look at while I blather my mouth on and on. Private character. No, you guys can see this. Alright, so does anybody here play D&D? Does anybody know like a good race for BoJack Horseman that he can be in D&D? Hey Shady, what was your favorite show on Nickelodeon growing up? Fairly Odd Parents? It was Rugrats for a long time, but my favorite network growing up wasn't Nickelodeon, it was Cartoon Network, so Nickelodeon was like what I turned to when nothing good was on Cartoon Network. But Fairly Odd Parents is definitely something I enjoyed. Alright, Moose, take care. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Alright, so BoJack Horseman. Does anybody know a good race in D&D that will work for BoJack Horseman? Horse people D&D. Equins, huh? Did you watch Regular Show? That was my favorite. I watched Regular Show, but I hated the protagonist. I hated whatever their names were, because they were, the thing is, Regular Show came out when I was in high school, and I was trying not to let my teenage instincts kick in when it came to high school. And, there was a lot of things my brain was telling me that I was fighting against. And Regular Show was what I felt would happen if I just let all my instincts kick in. There were a lot of teenagers who were like the characters in Regular Show. They were lazy. They tried to look for the easiest way out of stuff. And they were always goofing off and trying to do what they want. And then they got mad at everyone else when it didn't go their way. And that was like the opposite of what I tried to be as a teenager. Like, I knew those thoughts would come, and I tried to be responsible. Hello from Argentina. Great channel. Hey, welcome to the stream. We're just having a lazy stream day. Although I'm trying to create a BoJack Horseman character in D&D, but I don't know what horse people is. What are these equins? Equins. Equins are bipedal monstrous humans with hands, legs, and tail of a horse. They just have tails. If BoJack actually gets better in the end, it's always going to be disappointing for a number of people because it's going to have to come to a definition on what the meaning of life is. Well, the meaning of life, if you're not religious, the meaning of life is an experiment. Basically, every life that is created is trying to become the perfect life being. And you're supposed to create more life so that you can take what's good about you and combine it with what's good about someone else. Well, not what's good about you. You could take your genetics and somebody else's genetics, combine them, and see if you can make, again, the perfect life. That's why it's pretty much impossible to have the same DNA without being twins. Did you ever watch Barnyard, Shitty? I saw the movie Barnyard. I loved the cartoon back at the Barnyard. It was junk food cartoon, just like Teen Titans Go. It was junk food. It was a junk food cartoon. But like I just watched it just to not worry about anything. That's the thing now about cartoon shows from the 2010s onward. Cartoon shows seem to be like they either had to be epic adventures, which is fine, or they had to teach some serious lesson, which again is fine. But the thing is, when I was growing up in the 90s and the 2000s, you had cartoons that were just there to make you laugh. And you also had those other ones. Now, we have cartoons nowadays that's just to make you laugh. In the 2010s, we had cartoons that were there just to make you laugh. But they were either junk food cartoons like Teen Titans Go, or they were rare. Like Gumball was a good one. Gumball is a good show that it was just there to make you laugh. But the quality of Gumball was rare. You didn't really get many of those in the 2010s. It was like epic adventure stuff like Adventure Time, or life lesson stuff like My Little Pony. I have to say, if he actually gets sober, I want to see how he handles that. Mostly because I know certain people who are very comparable to him. I just want to see how he handles it if he does. Yeah, here's the thing. Art reflects life, and life reflects art. Or rather, that's the relationship that's supposed to happen. People get very upset when an art they think should reflect their life doesn't. That's part of the reason why I don't like Disenchantment. Because it does reflect life, but at the same time it doesn't. So if BoJack gets better, there are going to be some people who are happy because it means that in real life you can get better. But there are also going to be some people who are upset because they're going to feel that you can't get better in real life, that BoJack shouldn't, that the show will just be giving him a happy ending, you know. I have a prediction of how BoJack is going to turn out. He's going to end. Okay, I've stopped doing this. Let me go back to this. I have a prediction of how BoJack is going to turn out. He's going to end up poor, and he's going to end up with Diane. It's possible. I don't see how he could end up poor. He has money continually coming in. The Horsing Around show made him millions of dollars when it was popular. Then it just kept making him some money when it wasn't. And then when Herb died, it got popular again. So he's just got money coming in. And that's just with the Horsing Around. You know, he's done other projects and stuff. And the book, he's probably still making money off of the book he made. Secretariat, he's still making money off of Secretariat. It's not impossible, but it's highly unlikely that he's gonna become poor in some way. Like, even if somebody sues him and takes him for all he has to do is like wait a month. And then he'll get royalty checks. Hey Shady, I wanted to ask you this on your previous BoJack stream, but how would you compare Diane to Haley from American Dad? I don't watch American Dad, so I could not answer that question. Apologies, you've probably been waiting forever to ask me that. Have you watched the movie Watership Down? No, I have not. I've seen other people review it. I know what it's about. Have you ever... I can't really finish that sentence on the stream, but I would say no. No, I have not. He's finna end up with Diane. Diane specifically said in season 5 that, or I shouldn't say she specifically said, but she heavily hinted at it in season 5 that she just wanted to stay friends. And Bojack did too. He was like, when Diane was saying things that sounded like she was coming on to him, he became uncomfortable. So it's like they kind of want to sort of get together, but at the same time they really don't want to be together. And I hope it stays that way. I think they have a good dynamic as friends. If they have to wind up dating, I hope it ends really quickly. But I really don't want them to end. A happy ending is something he would have to work for, though. Once he is sober, he isn't going to be happy immediately. It's a process. I want to see if the show follows this or if he relapses. Yeah, and there, apology accept. Okay, I thought somebody was apologizing to me. What was I saying? Oh, happy endings exist. I know people who have happy endings. The thing is, people don't realize that there's stuff after the happy ending. Like, Charlotte has a happy ending. That's the thing. She has a happy ending. You get the life that you want, and then you just keep working towards it. It's like they say in Tangled. Once you reach your dream, you get to make a new dream. You just keep building on that. It's like I say, oh, my dream is to become a full-time YouTuber. You think once I become a full-time YouTuber, I'm just going to stop doing stuff? Like, no. It keeps going. You want to maintain your YouTube channel. Maybe you want to do something else. It's like, Bojack doesn't understand that. He wants one-time goals, and he thinks those one-time goals will make him happy. It's like, oh, once I win an Oscar, I'll be happy. No, you won't. Because that's a one-time goal. That's all you want. You don't want to win an Oscar because it'll open new opportunities for you, and you want to pursue those opportunities. You just want the Oscar. And that's not going to last. Have you seen Rick and Morty? No, I want to. And I'm pretty sure I have access to Hulu, but I just don't watch it. Rick and Morty is a show I would watch just for entertainment. That's the thing. I've seen many clips of it, and they've all pretty much just entertained me. I don't think the show should get a happy ending because the show just feels too real for that, you know? That's the thing. Some people out there don't believe happy endings are realistic. They are. They are. I've seen people, I know people personally who have happy endings. They are sitting with their family, happy, working in their life, and they just keep continuing throughout their life. The thing is, people think ending means you're done. You're done with your journey. No, your journey keeps going. You're living a life you can be thankful for, you can be proud of. That's what a happy ending is you wake up each day happy about the elements in your life. I shouldn't even say happy, I should say thankful. Like, one of the videos I've wanted to do for the longest time is the difference between feeling happy and being happy. Because when people think that because they're not like joy, that's the difference between joy and happiness. Joy is the emotion of happiness. It's feeling happy. Being happy is not feeling joy. So people think they're not feeling joy all the time. Oh, I must not be happy or something like that. They're trying, or no, they don't think that. What they think is, this one thing out there is going to give me immense joy. So that's something I need to be happy. And it's not just with material things. So they think, oh, if I just have a family, I will feel joy and that will make me happy. Oh, if I just have a relationship with someone. Oh, if I just have a good job, that will make me feel joy and that will make me be happy. That's not how one becomes happy. And I've said this before in other streams. The start to being happy is you have to be thankful for the stuff in your life. I know I get preachy. I'm sorry. I'm a very preachy person, and I know a lot of people don't like to be preached to. But just going off of my experiences, the key to being happy, the start to being happy is you have to be thankful for the things in your life. A person who is always thankful but never gets what they want is happier than the person who is never thankful but always gets what they want. You have to objectively look at your life and say, this thing that I have is good. There's a post I saw on Reddit where they were like, remember when you didn't have the thing, remember when you wanted the thing you have right now. That's what it was. And I was like, wow, that's a message that really needs to go out to a lot of people. But getting back to what I was saying, happy endings are realistic. It's just so many people don't get them that they start to think they're not. But I know people who have happy endings. Yeah, but he understands a fundamental truth that whatever you're looking forward to will ultimately not give you happiness or meaning. Yeah, but he understands that. I should say he knows that. I shouldn't say he understands that. I wouldn't say he understands that. I would say he knows that. He knows that the thing he's searching for won't ultimately give him happiness. But he still keeps doing it anyway. Like when he had that conversation with Diane, she was like, when you wanted this thing, did you think it would make me happy? He says, for a while, but then eventually I wouldn't. And she says, what's the point? And he says, well, there has to be something. That's why he keeps searching for something. Because he thinks that eventually there's something that's going to give him lasting happiness. And that's not where lasting happiness comes from. It's not something. It's a lifestyle. You want a lifestyle that you can be proud of, not a thing. Whether he sobers up or not, I want to see how his life goes after that. The way he struggles going forward, even after sobriety, life haunts a person. Their past haunts them. Well, they say the creators of BoJack Horseman, when they go into new seasons, they don't want to repeat stuff they've already done. That's why they ended the whole love triangle between Mr. Peanut Butter, Diane, and BoJack, which is information I got from. Forgot his name already. Jeez, I cannot remember the guy who I posted earlier. I keep wanting to call him Empty Brook, but that's because I've been watching a lot of Ponder Sprocket lately. Savage Books. Jeez. Yeah, that's info I got from Savage Books. They don't like to repeat stuff from previous seasons, so I'm guessing they will actually have him sober up, and he'll have to deal with new problems. Which is what I wanted from season 5. Like, I wanted him to deal with new problems of having a relationship with Hollyhock. Because now he firmly has one. But they went a different route. Okay, so much for the D&D character idea. I just dropped that. If you're talking about BoJack Horseman, it's not going to be a happy ending. A few characters are going to end, sadly. A few characters are going to end? Like, what do you mean by end? Alright, so I'll just go ahead and close this D&D stuff. I was going to do it, and then I got caught up in the conversation. Oh my goodness, you freaked me out, Kalisto. Jeez. The thing comes up in the chat. Hello, Calidus. Like, who knows that name? Hey, Kalisto, welcome to the chat. It's funny because I was just closing my all my D&D stuff. We were gonna make a BoJack Horseman D&D character, and then I just stopped. I think that season 6 will be him sobering up and then get back to his old ways. I hope not. I really don't like when characters repeat other problems. Now, it can still be done well in a story, but it has to be built up, and if it's not built up properly, it becomes annoying. And to me personally, even if it is built up, it personally becomes annoying. Oh, Kalisto, I was just streaming because I was in the D&D chat and nobody was there. I was there for like a good 3 hours, so I was like, yeah, nobody's here, so I'll just be streaming then. I mean, the end of the house. Something is going to happen to the characters that will be sad. I mean, probably. Something happens to everybody that's sad. I think one day that would really throw people off is if one of the main characters died. Like, the one that would... Which character would hit home the most if they died? Which of the main 5? If they died, who would it hit home the most? Thoughts on Avatar The Last Airbender. I have so many thoughts on Avatar The Last Airbender. That was a series I wanted to delve into deeply. I bought the whole set on DVD just so I could, but I the quality that I got wasn't really good. Sorry, with sister's birthday, I just got back upstairs. Excuses. But Avatar: The Last Airbender I consider it to be the quality of the highest quality of cartoon shows. If I'm calling you one of the best cartoons ever made, I'm comparing you to Avatar: The Last Airbender because I think it is the best cartoon that has ever been made so far. Mr. Peanut. See, I think Mr. Peanut Butter's death would affect a lot of people. Like even people that hate Mr. Peanut Butter. I think if he just dropped dead, like I think that would have a significant effect on them. I the thing is, like, I can't, like I was saying earlier, Mads. I can't just jump into other stuff. Like, I have to consider what my audience wants to see when I'm making videos. So I would love to. I really wanted to make a full like documentary type video on Azula, because in my opinion, she's objectively the best character. And she's starting to become my favorite character. Like my favorite character for a long time was Sokka, but I don't know. I would say over the past year, I just grown a great appreciation for Azula's character and just what a perfect villain she was. Actually, all the villains in Avatar: The Last Airbender was so good, and it's probably because there were so many different kinds. You had Zuko, who was an anti-hero. You had Zhao, who was the stereotypical underling of the big bad. You had Azula, who was this perfect villain with layers to her. And then you had Ozai, who is it Ozai? Yeah. Ozai, who didn't have layers to him. He was just your standard big bad. And they were all there, so any kind of bad guy you wanted, you had in The Last Airbender. What about making more polls? I mean, I have so many projects I'm backed up on. Like I said, I just recently realized that I haven't posted a BoJack Horseman video in a while, so I'm working on that. And then I've got to do the Big Mouth video, and then the Disenchantment video, and then In a Nutshell videos, and then a lot of people are requesting the This Is You Watching series, and I'm glad people like that because they are fairly simple videos to make. And then there's the miraculous vids. Got to do those. You know, it's just I've already got so much going on the channel. Yeah, I still want to like delve into different shows, but whenever I introduce a new show to the channel, that's more work on the back end for me because I gotta do my own research. I gotta capture the footage. Capturing the footage always takes a long time. And then I gotta see what's already been said about that subject, so I'm not just repeating what people have already proposed. Something that shocked me about Mr. Peanut Butter and Diane's relationship is when he yelled at her about his older brother. He had never seen that side. She had never seen that side of him. It shows that there's a lot about him you don't know. He doesn't let anyone in. Well, he lets everyone in. The thing about Mr. Peanut Butter is he is open. He really is open, and he really is simplistic. But his simplicity makes a complex character. So the reason why he yelled at Diane is because he's simple. He sees that his brother is being good and doesn't question it. Diane sees past that. You know, she sees his brother. She sees Captain Peanut Butter get sad and depressed, and she tries to tell Mr. Peanut Butter, and that's why he gets mad. Because this is where his source of joy comes from, the Labrador Peninsula. Nothing bad ever happens. So the fact that she's trying to bring, you know, Diane's a negative person. she tries to bring her negativity into what fuels his positivity. He got angry. That's one of the points where I'm like, okay, the argument between Diane and Miss Peanut Butter, you have to side with Diane on that one. You can't really say that. How do you feel about the various ships of the two main characters from Miraculous? I mean, if you've been following me in my Miraculous vids, you know I don't ship Ladybug and Cat Noir. I don't ship Marinette and Adrien. I don't think they have good chemistry. And I just finished watching the episode with where they were dating two other characters that had much better chemistry. So yeah, I don't really approve of the ship, and it's annoying because I know the show specifically does a lot of plot just to keep the ship fueled. You can't reveal your secret identity because then you would know that you were in love with each other. Although I have seen a couple spoilers, and I think some of that is going to end by season 2. But, you know, I'm not on season 3 yet, so don't spoil it for me. I mean, depending on how long this stream lasts, Kalisto, I would definitely be willing to fight you. I don't have a set plan for the stream, though. I'm just going. Just talking with my peeps. My cool peeps. Hello, fellow children. Mentally, I still think I'm a teenager. I really do. That's why I still wear shades and a do-rag. I think it's like... I tell myself, Shady, it's been like a decade since you were in high school. I'm like, what? When did that happen? Yeah, you graduated college some time ago. What? When did that happen? I have to remind myself about these things. Just be looking at teenagers and be like, oh, the youths. You know, I'm a millennial, and I'm like, oh, we millennials, we're the future. No. Millennials are the now. Gen Z is the future. Gen Z is the future. Oh, wow, Rolly. I haven't seen you in forever. Just all the peeps popping up in the chat today. I relate, except I'm an inner kid. I have a giant teddy bear that I named Mr. Cuddles. He takes up half my bed. Yeah, see. All right, I'm about to share. I'm about to lose my man points, but it's like whatever. You know, I have a playlist of My Little Pony. I think we can give up on my man points. So, so my sister was having a child, and my mother wanted to get him some toys, and then she showed me this thing, and I was like, I need that. I need that. And she's like, why do you need it? I'm like, it could be a mascot for my channel, which I was planning on making this like the mascot for my channel, but I just wanted it. And like I lost so many man points. And I also have this one. I hate this one so much. I was like, I want that one too. Why? Because I hate it. Well, why do you want it? Friendship is not manly. Camaraderie is manly. This is actually a kangaroo. I want a fox, but this is a kangaroo. This is Mr. Hops, and this is Mrs. Barky Bark. Never tell anyone I have those. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Rolly. Oh, yeah, you can. I haven't done anything with Ellipsis in so long. Like, for those of you who don't know, Ellipsis is the female in my banner. Yeah, that's Ellipsis. I haven't done anything with her in so long, and like I had all these adventures for her to go on, but like the types of stuff she goes on wouldn't fit in with what my channel currently is going through. But since most of my videos aren't on camera anyway, like I haven't really had a chance to use Mr. Hops. I mean, if there's anything I've learned from watching Agretzko and Tuca and Birdie, it's don't care what anybody else thinks. I mean, I already knew that, but I still learned it from those shows. There's just somebody out there who's built a shrine to my manliness, and then they see this stream and they just gotta tear it down. Everything's a lie. I'm out of my. So we years ago we used to stream together. I haven't seen him in so long. I haven't drawn anything in so long. Like my deviant art is. Yeah, it was this one. Sometime back in 2018. Yeah, he made this one his thumbnail. That was the last one I drew. I remember I did this one on stream, Plague and Tiki. This one was what, Christmas? Yeah, Christmas 2017. Jeez Louise. I just thought about something. What school did Hollyhock go to? I'm wondering if they will work in a story that her and Penny will interact somehow. Yeah, see, before season 5 came out, what I wanted to happen was, I thought Hollyhock was gonna be a freshman, Penny was gonna be a senior, and Penny was gonna tutor Hollyhock, and BoJack was gonna come to the school to visit Hollyhock, and Penny was gonna freak out, and BoJack would get me too'd. Question: have you heard the director of Quentin Tarantino? If so, what is your favorite movie of his? I've heard of the director Quentin Tarantino. I don't know what movies he has directed. I don't really keep up with most major directors. Like I could tell you some Michael Bay movies and some Shyamalan movies because that's when I started paying attention to the directors. Recognize this picture? Old email. Answer. And Rolly's here. Let's see if we can find his old one. There it is. Oh man. Back in 2015. I don't think YouTube lets other people post their links. Man, have you seen the gay Black Mirror episode? No. I don't even know what that is. Pulp Fiction? I've heard of Pulp Fiction. It's like I said, I still have... well, no, I didn't say this. I have the entertainment taste of a child. So I prefer Saturday morning cartoons. And movies, like, I don't really watch too many movies in the theater unless... Like, the only movie I want to see in the theater right now is Spider-Man Homecoming. And even then, I've been hesitant on it because Disney and Marvel have been doing some iffy stuff. But I've been heard it's good, so I'll probably go watch it, like, next weekend or something. But, like, most movies I don't really watch unless they're, like... Unless they really catch my eye. Like, unless there's superhero stuff. Like, superhero stuff, yeah, I'm a sucker for it. But I've been done with DC for a long time, and Marvel just finished Endgame, so I don't really care about Marvel anymore. I miss drawing. I miss it a lot. I was like, yeah, when I go full time YouTube, I'll be able to draw pictures all the time. Still hasn't happened. I have a theory, not really a theory, about why they don't want to reveal their identities. It's because if they tell someone that someone may get akumatized and use their weakness against them. Well, they say, the vague excuse that freaking Tiki gives is that, oh, it could be, if anybody knows, it can be used against you, which is true, and the more people you tell, the more likely somebody is going to use that information against you. But I think it's still valuable to tell certain people because in the show, Master Fu knows. That's somebody else. So they can't say absolutely no one else can know. It's just that they should keep it limited because the more people that know, the worse it's going to be. So I don't think Marinette is justified in saying Cat Noir shouldn't know because they're partners. Even if Cat Noir gets akumatized, at least Ladybug knows he knows that information. But what's to stop Master Fu from getting akumatized? Marinette almost did get akumatized in one episode. See, Pulp Fiction is interesting. You can take something away from it no matter your taste in movies. Well, one of the big issues I have right now is my attention span is shot. Like, I used to have a really good attention span. Then in college, I got introduced to so many things. I was like, I want to do them all. I want to do all these cool things. But because of that, I started trying to do all these cool things, and my attention span just got shot. So nowadays, it's very hard for me to stay focused on one thing. Even something as simple as watching a movie or watching a cartoon, I get bored. Like, my entertainment mainly comes from YouTube because I could just I'll watch a video for like 5 minutes, pause, and then watch another video or go do something else. Or I'll be doing something while I'm watching a video. If I'm watching a movie, I should be paying attention to it because I'll miss stuff. So it's very difficult for me personally to focus on a lot of stuff. I could rectify that, but I like that my attention is shifted a lot because when I eventually start doing entrepreneurship stuff, hopefully, I'm going to need that. I'm going to need to be able to shift from programming to drawing to making a YouTube video, etc. Oh, Inglorious B. I did want to see that when it first came out. Ever show you guys this? I will always think of you. I need to rewatch season 4. Yeah, if the Princess Carolyn episode hadn't happened in season 4, this would have been my favorite moment. Times Arrow is my favorite episode of season 4, but this one was a really good one. The old Sugarman place. Favorite collaboration thus far? Well, I've only done one collaboration. Um, in regards to YouTube, and that's with Just a Robot. Well, I've done two videos with Just a Robot, but they were both with him. They were both with the same YouTuber. I had a couple of collaborations planned, but they got canceled. Like back in September, I had one plan with Just a Robot and one plan with Mad Munchkin, but then my channel got deleted, so I had to worry about that for 3 months. Um, I do have like a few planned now, but they're way off in the distance. They're not gonna happen anytime soon. I would say of the two videos I made with Just a Robot, my favorite one is probably the second one. Um, Although with that video, I do have some regrets with that video because as I was editing it, I noticed that we didn't make a couple things clear. I knew that Whitney was not the writer of that video. Like, you have a big organization like that channel, the face of the channel is not going to be the writer, and I didn't make that clear in the script. And a lot of times it sounded like we were attacking Whitney personally because she was the face of the video, so she was the person we were talking to. Really, we should have been attacking the channel as a whole. And another thing is, I knew that the theory they were presenting wasn't their own, but the way they presented it, it made it was very confusing. I knew that, and I didn't put it in the script. And afterwards, I tried to put it in the script after I already finished recording, but I couldn't make it flow with the other lines, so I had to leave it out. The people from that channel, I can't remember where that channel is from. The is BoJack Horseman gay video, that one. The people from that channel came and they explained those things. They're like, yeah, this video wasn't Whitney's idea. She was just the host, and the theory wasn't ours. We were just exploring it, but you're completely right. We should have been more thorough. They came and they said all that stuff, and I felt kind of bad because those were the things I knew already, and I wanted to put them in the video, but I forgot to add them to the script when we first wrote it, and then afterwards I couldn't find a good spot for them, so I had no choice but to leave them out. But I still think it was a really well done video. A lot of Jairus fans complained that I was speaking too much in the video, and I think that's a legit criticism because it was on Jairus' channel rather than my own channel, and people come to his channel to hear him speak, not me. And but the video was my idea. I had way more to say. You know, BoJack Horseman is my bread and butter when it comes to stuff like that. So, but yeah, I highly enjoyed making that one. Editing's nifty when I have another avatar to work with. I need to make me a new avatar because my old one kind of sucks. I feel so bad. Somebody offered to draw me an avatar, and I turned them down because at the time, this was like years ago, at the time, I was dead set on doing things myself. But I've heard from so many other YouTubers that, hey, if somebody's offering to do something for you, you should really take it. And nowadays, I'm just like, I want to see fan stuff. I would like to see fan stuff, so I feel really bad that I just turned that person down. Because today's me would say yes in a heartbeat just to see what other people can make. I want to see other people's creativity with the characters I have. Looks like you guys have run out of questions, so I'll give you a good 5 minutes to come up with some more, and then after that I guess I'll call it. There's Kalisto's here. I can go play some D&D. Mockingjay, does the word pupper mean anything to you? Hey, look, Shady's streaming. Okay, see, if you're Pupper, I had no idea you were Pupper. It's just when you said you were working on the picture you promised me. I was like, wait a second, I don't even know one person who promised me a picture. Have you have you heard of the sport called Formula One? I have not. Click it. Click what? What am I clicking? I'll talk to you in a few, Shady. Nice talking to you. Who are you that you'll talk to me in a few? A lot of people are disguised in my chat as people I know. Who are you people? Or are you just saying you'll see me later? Because a lot of faces that I actually know are popping up in my chat, and I'm confused. Oh, we're almost at 15,000, guys. Okay, well, it looks like you guys have run out of talking points, so I will go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you guys for stopping by. This is just the latest. Okay, you were saying I'll see you later. Okay, sorry, I had a lot of people come to the stream, and freaking Mockingjay just revealed their secret identity to the world, so my mind was a bit blown there. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream right here. This is just a lazy stream just to get something out there. Again, I had a video planned for today. My mustache is tickling my nose. I had a video planned for today, but I didn't get it edited in time, so I'm gonna try to get it edited by next week. See how that works out. But thank you guys for stopping by. A 15K special, probably not. I barely have time to do the videos that I do right now, so I don't know if I can even fit in a 15K special. But yeah. Hopefully, I was able to entertain you guys for the past hour, make your lives just a little bit more happy, and I will see you guys in the next video. This has been Shady Durex. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Oh, you guys can't even see the subscriber count. I'm like, oh, hey, look, we're almost at 15,000. It's hidden behind my face.